Good evening. Well, this is a rather unexpected video, to be honest. This is the beginnings of my N-gauge layout. That's right, N. I never thought I'd find myself saying that. I've always struggled and said I wouldn't do N-gauge because I struggled too much with trying to see it. But equally I struggled with the fact that I really wanted to build a branch line. I wanted a whole branch line. I wanted it from a terminus, or possibly a big through station, but a big main line headquarters station. And what I wanted was a big headquarters, railway station and offices. I wanted a separate siding with a factory. I wanted a goods siding. I also wanted a port. There we go. And I wanted the port to have some goods and passenger facilities and to be in a bit of a hillside. And I struggled and struggled to try and work out how I could do that in double O or HO. And the truth of the matter is you need 8 or 9 feet. So I decided to have a go at N, and this is the result. This is only 5 foot by a foot wide. What started it all was Eastbourne Model Shop down in Seaside Eastbourne. And they had that blue loco there, and that little steam loco there, and another loco, all bundled up, £10. No idea whether they worked or not, and I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And the blue one and the black one, after a bit of work, worked, and I sold the other one for more than I paid for the other two. So I had a free N-gauge loco. Now I also had some N-gauge track kicking around from when I'd experimented with 009, and I tried some layout and found I could make it work, and found I could live with the scale. And as you can see, then discovered I could get everything I wanted on one nice little layout. So a few things that have made a big difference are it's all second hand as always. Now it's not as cheap as 00, it has to be said, but the goods shed was £1.50, the factory was £6, the gatehouse was £1.50. These are all including postage if they came from eBay. The row of shops there were £1.50. The bridge was about £4 on eBay, just needed a repair. Church was £1, little station was £1.25. And most of the buildings were around that sort of price. Big thank you to Richard at Ticehurst, Classic Rail as always, could not do these things without him. The rocks were £1.50, and I've hacked them about with a saw and got 3 big chunks that will do it. The fishing boat there was a couple of pound from a tourist shop in Littlehampton. The sea has been made with paint and just a piece of cellophane off a cake box, believe it or not. The baseboard is melamine and timber out of a skip, literally. The big thick 15mm card was nicked from a neighbour when they had a freezer delivered, and that's enabled me to do the hills. As I did the hills, I realised I could get an incline in. So I've even got more than I ever wanted on my branch line, because I've got a little branch line on a branch line. And that there is my little diesel rail bus, which I'm scratch building on a Kato chassis in there. I was so impressed with that from Japan I got this for £15 instead of the £20 in the UK. Runs beautifully, and I'm just going to try and either scratch build or get a body to put on it, perhaps from the Del Prado range. I've also got from Japan and Taiwan a barge that's going to go in the harbour, and a crane that's going to go in the port side. The barge was £13, the £22 in the UK. So all in all, I'm more than pleased. It's been wonderful. Never thought I'd do N-gauge. It isn't as cheap as 00, but it isn't second hand too bad. As always, Richard, Classic Rail, did help me with a load of second-hand points. They do need a bit of a clean up. I'm just going to use them manually at the moment on this layout, as it's only a foot wide. But there we go, and I hope to do some more filming as we go along, as it finishes. But as you can see, quite a lot there you can do in N, and not costing me too much money again. So hopefully this is one layout I'll finish. I'm really keen to finish this one. So hopefully this will be a layout you'll actually see through our videos getting finished. As always, like, comment or subscribe. I'd really like comments, as always. I've had some great ones. Thank you to all of you that looked at the Bluebell video and have watched that. But yeah, I'm quite taken with this, and we'll see how it comes along. Thanks for watching as always.